am, yeah.
The only psycho here is me. Who will be coming?
Awesome, I can't wait, man. I thoroughly enjoyed my That's supposedly coming.
We're gonna overwhelm each other, so.
I got a question.
Belong. Those belts were around their waist.
Hold on. Let me speak. Finally, we've been waiting for you to come. All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo. What else we got?
Lucas wants a new belt.
I wish I could, what is it, Vic?
That's not even the real 2036.
Snapchat?
No sign.
Alright.
But today I got a very special guest.
If you don't know who I am,
I will never follow Papa Dank on Twitter.
Have been my favorite wrestlers, and it's like the first time.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I am your host, Papa Dank, and I am coming live from my Papa Dank mobile over here. It's weird to have my Beat headphones on and doing it this way, but anyway, let me bring to you my very special guest, the one, the only, the MIW Cruiserweight champion, Cody Bryan. What is up, bud?
How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I think I did the transition pretty smooth on my phone.
Yeah, I think you did too.
All right, let's go over some stuff real quick. Let me pull it up real quick. You got MIW coming up on
Yes,
February 2nd, and it's an awards night.
Sadly, I lost the awards by one.
No. By one. I see Dorian Vane is there.
Yes, sir.
Yikes.
Great talent.
He's a good talent, but he's very vain.
Yes, sir.
His name. And then this is a recent picture of you being victorious. Good stuff. There it is. Ooh, that's a beautiful belt, man.
Yes, sir.
I love looking at belts. Oh, look at that. You got a comment from Greg Smith, ABJ. Yes, sir. What is up, Greg? Thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe and like and all that stuff to All Things Papa Dank. Always like to bring new guests, new viewers, and all that stuff. It's good for everyone, right, Cody?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's start off with the question all the wrestlers hate. How did you fall in love with professional wrestling?
When I was about 8 years old, I was watching. Of course, I watched wrestling all my life from diapers all the way up to now. But when I was about 8 years old, my stepdad was training. In the middle of training, he was at wrestling in Memphis every Friday and Saturday night. And I kept watching him, everything he did, and was remind you, I'm 8 years old, so I was doing watching it constantly, and then finally he had his first match. And I say about 2017, and I kept telling my mom, I want to do this. I think I'll be good at this. And remind you, I'm only like 9, 10, 11 years old now, and I don't know, man. I just fell in love with it. And my mom kept telling me, no, you'll get hurt. You're too young. But then a light switch changed in her mind. She gave me the go. And it was on from there. It was rap.
I want to ask you who your favorite was growing up.
My favorite, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho, the GOAT.
The GOAT, yes, sir.
I might have a chance to meet him soon, so I'm kind of excited. Maybe small chance, but maybe.
Oh, please send me a picture if you get a picture with him.
I know he knows who I am, apparently, from what I've been told.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Let's go into where did you go train to be a professional wrestler? Who are your trainers, and what were your thoughts during that initial training?
Okay, I never really had a specific part where I trained at. I just went to different shows that I refereed at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I trained before and after the show for hours. I even set up rings in front yards and backyards just to train and put in work. And then after about, I say 10 months to a year of training, my trainer, Chris Lex, told me he gave me the go that I could do it.
Oh, wow, that's a unique story.
Yes, sir.
All right. And now you.
I had a lot of ties in the wrestling business, so they helped me out a whole lot.
Okay. Anybody that stands out from those ties?
A lot. Chris Lex, Tattoo, Ace, V-Man, my stepdad. It's a lot of them.
All right. Now, how old are you right now?
I'm 17.
17, and you're already a champion?
Yes, sir. I've held a belt twice now.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, let's go into so far your toughest match you've had in your career.
Toughest match I've had.
And who was your opponent?
Can I name two of them?
Absolutely.
Let's do three. Let's do three.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
When I was holding the Moneymakers title for TWX about a year ago, I wrestled Draven Lee for the belt, and of course, he got over on me. He beat me for it. The second match, I say, is Austin Mulatalo from Arkansas, from Missouri, Arkansas area.
Okay.
That was one of my toughest. And my third was probably the street fight with me and Steven Styles at MIW.
Okay. All right. What made those matches so tough for you?
They all three pushed me to my limit.
Okay.
They brought the big dog out of me.
Okay. That's a good deal, man. Pushing you to be better, and better.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And you're only at 17. You're only scratching the surface, man. I'm excited to see what your future holds for you.
Yes, sir. Me too.
All right. Tell me a wrestler that you haven't wrestled that you want to wrestle with, and how come?
My uncle Blake Christian.
Okay. All right. Why do you want to wrestle with your uncle? Because he's young.
He's very talented, very good at psychology and telling a story. And of course, everything he does is just talented and just perfect every time.
Okay. I'm glad you brought storytelling up. How important is it for you to tell a story in your matches?
It's very important. Telling a story means more than having a match with somebody that you really want to wrestle. Telling a story, building up to it, means the most.
Draws the crowd in, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome.
Like for instance, if I wrestle somebody bigger than me, about 200 more pounds than me, I can't just pick them up and body slam them. You got to do moves to get them to the point to where you can eventually pick them up to body slam them. You know.
Okay. Katie says,
and Marco Harris. Yes, sir.
She's also a big fan. Katie.
That's my mom.
Hi, Mom. How are you? You raised a great kid, man. He's a champion at 17 years old.
Yes, sir.
All right. If you could choose one intergender match, who would you have it against and why?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Intergender. I would have to say Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill. All right. Why would you choose Jade to have your first intergender match?
Jade is just the woman is very talented.
Yeah.
Everywhere she goes, she puts on 110% potential to what she does, and it's very mind-blowing. It sucks she left AEW and went to WWE, but she had to do what's best for business for her. So
I think she's gonna have a bright future there.
I do too. I really do. It sucks because AEW is my thing, but I think it's best for her.
I think so too. She's in a bigger stage, and I think, well, obviously it's gonna get her more noticed everywhere.
Oh, yes, sir.
So I'm happy for her, and she had a good time at the Rumble, man. Did you watch the Rumble?
I watched the Rumble, yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna ask you what your thoughts on the Rumble was.
Cody Rhodes winning it 2 years in a row, I think, wasn't bad for business, but wasn't good for business.
Think it was too much?
I think it was too much, but at the same time, I feel like they had nobody else to push.
Okay. All right. Who would you think should have won?
Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic. I think Dominic's very talented, man.
Very, very.
People,
That's one of my dreams too. If I make it to the big times, I want to wrestle him.
yeah, he's very underrated, man. He draws a lot of heat, so he's good at
Can
that.
you bring that MIW poster
I
back
will.
up real quick?
Your mom says she's proud of
Thank you, Mama.
you. She should be proud of you. All right, I'm bringing it up. Hold on.
Okay.
There it is. Okay.
Okay, now I want everyone to take a look at every one of these wrestlers on this card.
Mhm.
Every one of these people have potential and a great future ahead of them. That we all just have to put in the time and the work for it.
100%. 100%.
Yes,
A
sir.
lot of talent in there. I mean, the only one I
Lot of
really recognize is Dorian.
Dorian, yes. Everybody on that poster puts in their 100%, but we all just have to keep our head up and keep pushing.
We'll have to bring him on the podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
Get him a little bit more exposure. Serena says, if you could team up with anyone, who would you pick and why, and who would you want to face?
If I could team up with anyone,
Yes.
I would probably team up with Marco Harris, and I would like to face the Young Bucks.
Young Bucks. Okay, all right, that's good. Serena likes the women's rumble better than the men's.
Yes, I think it was better too.
I think everybody I talked to said the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump out of wrestling for a moment. Let's talk about some of your hobbies. What do you like to do besides wrestling? Do you collect television, music?
What I like to do besides wrestling is work.
Work. That's a first.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a first. Craig says great answer. All
Yes, sir.
right.
I love to
You
work. I love to make money. I love to work.
okay, all right. You can have a bright future making money wrestling. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell me about any other states you would like to work in that you haven't worked in yet.
North Carolina, Missouri. I have to be 18 to wrestle in Missouri because you have to have a license to work there.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania.
And so yeah, you can't come to New York. You have to be 18 here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully they'll change things around. I don't know. There's some stuff going on to overhaul the athletic commission over here in New York.
I love wrestling. It's my passion. I love it. I do it every Friday night. I'm trying to get booked every Saturday night now, but just the love for it in my heart is it's always going to be there. And it's like an addiction problem. It's like I'm addicted to wrestling. Like I can't stop. When I want to stop wrestling, I keep doing it because it's like an addiction. It's like a drug.
Yeah, I mean, once you guys catch the wrestling bug, just like an acting bug, it's hard.
My uncles always told me once you get in it, you're stuck in it, and that I believe them now because it's hard to get out.
Your mom says you gave up basketball for it.
Gave up basketball for it.
So, what draws you to being a professional wrestler? What is it that gets you? You know what I'm saying?
What catches me is the fans. The fans go crazy when you do a good storyline and you push the person that's supposed to finish the storyline with the belt or the win. It just the fans get me the most. I love my fans. I love every fan that supports independent or wrestling in general. I love all y'all. It's just
now, are you a face or heel?
I'm a face.
Okay. What has been your best fan interaction?
I say this past Friday night.
Okay. Tell me what.
I slammed Clayton Cross' head into a boot of a fan's, and he got really excited.
Oh no, is the fan okay?
No, the fan was good. I told him to put his leg up, and I slammed his head onto his shoe, and he sold it. So the kid was really happy.
Nice. Did you get a chance to talk to him after the show?
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm at his house right now. His dad. I work with his dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is fan interaction to the extreme. You go to the.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into. If you would like to go overseas anywhere, where would it be?
Japan.
Japan. All right.
I
What
want to
draws you-
wrestle in Japan so bad.
You want to wrestle? Okay. So what draws you to that Japanese wrestling stuff?
Just I say the groundwork, the holds they put you in and stuff. I feel like it's everything in Japan, and to me is 100% the best. I think it's better than AEW. New Japan's better than AEW and WWE in my opinion.
Okay, awesome. All right.
I love New Japan. It is amazing.
What are your thoughts? Or actually, I don't know, can you wrestle in Philadelphia?
Ooh, I don't know.
It's a good question because Philly's going to host WrestleMania. Have you ever thought about like for WrestleMania week, wherever it may be this year, next year, whatever year, doing like some stuff out by WrestleMania? Because there's a lot of independent scenes out here in Philly.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I just don't. I know WrestleMania is in Philadelphia this year, like you said, and
Yes.
I want to wrestle in Philly.
Okay. We got to get you some information if you can. What are your thoughts about other wrestlers your age getting into the business like this?
I say give it if you want to do it just to have fun, then do it to have fun. But if you want to do it to make it to the big league, you got to put in the big league time.
Is there anyone that you can think of that is at or close to that level around your age bracket?
No, but I'm trying to get there. I put in as much work as I can, the much time as I can for it, and that's usually every weekend. So,
Okay, that's important. How many times a week do you train?
how many times a week did I train? When I was training, I trained about 3 times a week.
Okay. And
Now
what
I
do you
just do it before shows. Just get the rest off.
Okay. What about match you haven't been in that you want to be in? What is the match and why would you
I
want
want
to
to
be
be in a 60-minute time limit Iron Man match.
Wow, look at that, man. You got some big goals. I love it. Good stuff. All right.
I feel like if I train for it I say give me about another 6 months, I could do an hour time limit Iron Man match.
Really? All right.
I really feel like I.
Go ahead. If who would you want to wrestle if you had that 60-man Ironman match?
Don Montana.
Okay. Now I don't know who he is, so tell me about.
He's in OCW. I mean MCW and Osceola.
Oh, he's at MCW.
Yes, sir.
Now, MCW, I know. Have you ever wrestled there?
Yes, sir. I've wrestled there more than I can count on my fingers.
Really? Who have you wrestled against?
I've wrestled Derek King. I've wrestled Ray Ivy. I've wrestled Don Montana. I've wrestled David Clapp.
Okay. What about CJ? He's in your.
No, I know he's in my. That's another goal I want. I want to wrestle CJ. I love CJ.
If Carl Clapp is watching, you need to make that happen.
Carl, come on, please.
Carl versus CJ. CJ versus Carl versus CJ. I like to see Carl versus CJ, but he can.
CJ versus Cody.
CJ versus Cody.
60-minute Iron Man match.
Oh man, is CJ ready for that? Serena, can you get the claps on here? I'm supposed to make it down there for a show sometime this year. Sometime this year, they're gonna fly me down there for one episode, so I can do my vlogs. I do vlogs at independent shows.
Oh, okay.
So I'll interact. It's on my YouTube page. You'll see me interact with a whole bunch of wrestlers out here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I seen it on the little snippets.
On the intro.
Yeah.
Anybody you recognize from those snippets?
No, I do not.
Okay, that's okay. That's what this is for. Podcasting, so you can look at other federations all over the United States. Not just me, but any podcast you do, man. That's how you got to do it. You got to make the connections. You know, you meet other people. You go to the shows. Hey, how you doing? I'm Cody. This and that. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing, just on a podcast level.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Papa Dank. You know, you want to be in my video? We can do a little thing. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you start growing and growing and growing. And
my dream is to make it to New Japan.
Okay, Serena says, can you get one of the claps on the phone and book Cody versus CJ? She's not.
Please, I love CJ. CJ's a good worker.
CJ's a good guy. Yeah, I like CJ too.
I love CJ.
Greg Smith says, I've seen it. This young man knows the business. It's truly impressive. I've never seen anybody study the craft of this sport like he does. Footwork, everything. He truly loves this.
That's facts. I love it.
I can see the passion in the way you talk about it and how you present yourself. So it's all good stuff, man. New Japan is your goal. So you don't even want to go to WWE.
No, I do not. I love WWE. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's entertainment more than wrestling.
Serena's going to get on it for you.
Okay.
I think
when I go back to MCW, hopefully in the next couple months or two, once after I keep working in my W for a little bit, I'm gonna go back and see what they're talking about. I want to wrestle CJ.
All right, we got a little poll over there, so we're gonna talk to the Clap family.
Okay.
We're having a big MCW thing Thursday. Luke Justice versus Serpent.
Oh yeah, strap match this Friday. I got $100 bucks. I got $100 on Luke Justice.
Really? Oh wow! Serpent's gonna be. I'm gonna bring that poster. Look at that. Luke Justice and Serpent are gonna go at it on the podcast before their match.
That's gonna be a lot of yelling on your podcast.
There's a lot of bad blood there, man. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Because I've never had Luke on. This Luke's first time coming up, but Serpent's loud in itself. So, and I heard stories about Luke, so I can just imagine how it's gonna go.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nuts, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for you, man. You're putting in a lot of work and effort from what you're telling us here. So
yes,
I'm excited. Is there anything else you want to accomplish this year?
Anything I want to accomplish this year? When I turn 18, of course, I want to get the license in states that I want to wrestle in. This year, I do want to wrestle a couple people, including my trainer, Chris Legs. So I want to wrestle him. I've not yet had a match with him, and I've been doing this almost 2 years in May.
Okay.
I want to wrestle Marco Harris. I want to wrestle Blake Christian, Chris Legs, and Johnny Dotson.
Is there anybody in AEW or New Japan you would want to wrestle?
Will Ospreay.
That's a good choice. Will Ospreay. How come?
Will Ospreay. People tell me when I go in the locker room, sometimes I look like him. So that's one of the main reasons why I want to wrestle him, because I want to prove my point. I want to prove to the world that I can hang with somebody like him.
Okay, awesome. All right. Any last words for everybody who's watching?
Chase your dreams. Don't let nobody stop and come between y'all. You and your dreams.
And make sure on February 2nd, MIW Wrestling. Go to MIW Wrestling. I assume it's .com, but if not, MIW Wrestling on Facebook to get your ticket information or go get it at the door and show up, right, Cody?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Please, don't meet me there. Beat me there. Come on, guys. Y'all got to come on out.
All right. Is there anything else you want to plug before we say goodbye? And I definitely want to have you back when I'm in my studio.
Yes, sir. I just want to say to Clayton Cross for this Friday night, we're in a hair and beard versus title match. I just want to tell him if he ends up watching this that I'm going to retain my title after this Friday night.
All right. Your mom says she switched from YouTube to Facebook. Your mom says 17 and chasing dreams. Never give up on your dreams, man. No matter how old you are, whether you're 17 or 50.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on. I would love to come back.
Yeah, man. I'll definitely have you on. All right. Now, as for me, I will be filming my next vlog at Wrestling Is Now's Heart Attack coming up on February 10th. Make sure you go to Wrestling Is Now to get your tickets, as not only will the NWA Slime Balls, who have just been signed to the NWA, be there, but Crowbar is going to be there. Mike the Tooth Jackson, who knocked out CM Punk, Cody.
Oh.
The UFC. Yeah, he's part of Wrestling Is Now. And rapper extraordinaire Big Body Bez making his wrestling debut.
Oh.
Heart Attack, February 20th in the world-famous Queensboro Elks Lodge, where ECW had their shows out here in New York. Go to Wrestling Is Now to get your tickets for that event. Followed by me, I'll also be filming my vlog at VPW's King of New York as your homie, the Nobi, Gammy Forza, makes her VPW debut. Make sure you go to victoryprowrestling.com to get your tickets for that. A lot of stuff going on. Also on my vlog on YouTube, the latest vlog, Denk Soon, is up as Amity LeVay is in this picture, and she left me a little hard of hearing after this end credit scene. Don't miss that vlog up now. Also from my friends at Titan Championship Wrestling on February 17th, Wrestlers to the Rescue. It is for the Shriners Children's Hospital of Philadelphia benefit show. Make sure you go to Titan Championship Wrestling to get your tickets for this event to help the Shriners Children's Hospital. I am also a proud sponsor of that event, and I'm very excited to be a proud sponsor. Also want to say that I will be returning to the big event, New York. It's not easy doing this, Cody, on your phone. Big event, New York, coming up March, as I will have so far as my guest, the one and only Cotton Candy Princess, Tiffany Avatar, my buddy. She will be joining me at this event. Who will be next? You'll have to stay tuned to the podcast to find out. Coming up tomorrow, the one and only all-in-one Michael Fain joins me. As you can see in my vlog, he gave me a hard time about coming back on the podcast. So
He's very
he's coming
talented.
back.
I've seen him. He's very talented.
Oh, you see him? He's all-in-one Fain. He's the best.
Yeah.
Yes, make sure you come back and watch me talk to Michael Fain tomorrow. I'm sure he's going to give me a hard time tomorrow. He's a really good guy, too, man. Really good guy. Also come up from Titan Championship Wrestling, the one and only Ben Castle will be joining me. Ben Castle this Thursday at 9 o'clock. And, of course, you know, my buddies from MCW, Serpent, will be here alongside Luke Justice. And they'll be talking about their big match this Friday. A lot of bad blood between these guys.
$100 on Luke Justice. $100 on Luke Justice, y'all.
$100 on Luke Justice. Oh, man, a lot of stuff going on, man. This Saturday night, I'll be hanging out at Ace Wrestling, Ace Championship Wrestling, Pro Wrestling. This Saturday night for Hero Celebration. Make sure you go to Ace Pro Wrestling to get your tickets. As Tiffany is taking on Amity LeVay. That one's going to be a crazy match, man. Crazy match. And once again, if you're a wrestler in the Northeast, Titan Championship Wrestling is hosting the Free For All on March 9th. Make sure you register. It will not only be Titan Championship Wrestling scouting for talent, but Wrestling Is Now will be the NYWC and other federations scouting for talent. Make sure you use that QR code and register if you want to come down and audition. Whoever is the standout of that event will be in a match later on that night at their next show, Another Level. Whew. And also stay tuned because on SICW, make sure you follow them. You will be seeing the Papa Denk commercial coming up soon. Make sure you watch SICW as they will be hosting FanFest in May. A lot of legends, Cody. Look at all those legends at FanFest.
Jimmy Hart, Tommy Rich, Teddy Long, Downtown
yep.
Bruno, Coco Beware.
The
Oh, that's a lot.
A lot of talent, man.
Rock and Roll Express.
They'll be doing the Bruiser Brody Memorial. Whoever wins that Rumble match will be getting the Bruiser Brody Cup.
Man.
Big event. I'm trying to make that event in Missouri.
Everybody needs to go to that.
I know. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get off. It's difficult.
I feel you.
All right. I think I covered almost everything going on for me. Man, I appreciate you coming on, Cody. Make sure you follow Cody Bryant. He's going to have a bright future ahead of him, indeed, and we're going to work on setting that matchup between you and CJ Clapp. Let's go. And Cody's got his money on Luke Justice. Coming up, I almost dropped my phone.
All right. Thank you for having me on. You have a good day.
No problem. Hold on a second, Cody. Let me say goodbye to everybody else.
Oh, okay.
For one moment. Everybody else, I'll be back tomorrow with all-in-one Michael Payne at 7 o'clock Eastern.